6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How y'all doing? It's your boy Mike D, aka DDE8, aka 13th Wonder of the World, Mike DZ. How y'all doing on this Tuesday night, man? 9 o'clock, actually 9:07 p.m. on January the 7th, 2025. God bless you. God keep you. Shout out to the Point Place family. Shout out to Bobby Reezy, M Breezy, Naya, my sister. I love all y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in to the Point of View on Podbean/YouTube. Yeah, I'm getting on here a little bit. Got to get ready to make this other hustle in a little bit, but I'm on here just for a few minutes to talk about a few things. Now the reports that Tyreek Hill might not be leaving Miami, I don't know. I'll talk about that on another day, but in my book, you said I'm out, so you definitely are probably going to end up getting traded despite you said that. They're trying to save face. They might keep him, and they might let him go. One of the two. How the Lakers just lost to a team in Dallas that don't have Luka or Kyrie. And you got LeBron and AD out there. You lose to the Dallas Mavericks without those guys. The Lakers should have won that game with flying colors. The Phoenix Suns should have won that game against the Charlotte Hornets with flying colors, and they didn't. Zion's back, but it looks like Minnesota's going to beat New Orleans. Boston and Denver is going to be a great game. You're going to see Tatum against Joker. Going to be a fun matchup as well. Tennessee got throbbed as the number one team in the NCAA basketball department. Not only that, I'm just kind of shocked at things that I'm seeing. Antonio Pierce got fired from the Raiders. The Titans got rid of their offensive coordinator. And let me say this, they're all black. They were all black, but they kept the head coach that's white. You see what I'm saying? I'm not going to play the race card, but it's just kind of strange how the way that went down, right? You say to yourself, what's the meaning of that? You see it. That's exactly what's going on right now. Not only that, let's talk about something else. There's allegations out on Fox FS1's sports crew, the producer, the owner of Fox Sports, as well as the beautiful Joy Taylor and Skip Bayless. They're being sued for sexual harassment by the hairdresser of Fox. I think she's gone now. Saying that Skip wanted to pay her $1.5 million for some, some good loving. Say Joy Taylor told her to, and say that the head boss also did it, and say Joy Taylor told her just, keep it on the hush, basically what she was saying, don't say nothing. Ladies and gentlemen, let me say this. I don't know if the allegations are true. Could be. Maybe. Joy Taylor is very beautiful. She's all pro women. I will give her that. She's very, 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 like I said, she's easy on the eyes, very knowledgeable about sports, and I don't know, I don't know what's really going on with her, man. I don't know what happened in this situation. We'll probably get more information about it in the weeks to come. But they're really not saying anything about it too much. They're really putting a hush mouth on the situation. So we'll see what goes on with that. Let me talk about Netflix Raw. Great show last night. Rock. By the way, Rock was on NXT tonight to close out the show. First time ever being on NXT. One of the great experiences to have The Rock on wrestling, back on wrestling. We know he's one of the greatest box office movie guys in the business. And it's hard to get The Rock out there at times. I don't know if Rock's going to have a WrestleMania match now. It looks like that Rock versus Roman is probably not going to happen. It looks like Cody versus Roman is probably not going to happen. Do I see John Cena and Cody could possibly fight? I do see that at Mania. All the baby faces won last night in their matches. Roman Reigns beat Solo. Congratulations to Rhea Ripley for becoming the Raw Women's Champion, the Women's World Champion, by beating Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan had a great run. Jey Uso with Travis Scott. Oh man, I heard so much about this, man. Talking about how Travis Scott had a joint while the crowd was yeeting with Jey Uso. Had a beer, something in his hands. Crazy. But Jey Uso picked the victory up over Drew McIntyre. You know, and I'm going to say this. Drew needed to lose, because you want to know why? That doesn't hurt him. He loses to Jey. He's still going to be built up as the Scottish Warrior. So that loss right there is not gonna bother him. We also saw The Undertaker, the American B.A., come out there and salute Rhea Ripley. Great moment for her. Good to see The Undertaker. A lot of people were there. X-Pac, Macaulay Culkin, Topanga, and Will Friedle from Boy Meets World. They were in there. New Day still acting heelish. Good stuff there, man. Bianca and Naomi, Lyra Valkyrie, Damage Control, Bailey. People were there to be a part of Netflix Raw. Interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, before I talk about the CM Punk Seth Rollins match, I want to talk about what happened before that. WWE made the mistake of bringing Hulk Hogan back on the scene. And I understand why they did it, because Hulk Hogan was a part of the moves back in the day. Hogan was a part of Raw, even though he wasn't a part of Raw that long, but he was a part of Raw. Excuse me. Hey, went outside in the cold, kind of sniffing a little bit. But here's where my ease for Hulk Hogan goes well a little bit. Hulk Hogan is one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. Hulk Hogan has not shook what happened to him over 10 years ago with telling Brooke not to date us ninjas. That's exactly what was coming out of his mouth. WWE banded him. They brought him back in 2018. And he has not been the same since. He's been back with WWE for the last 7 years. He's been talking with WWE for the last 7 years. And people have still not forgotten about what Hulk Hogan has done. Also and also, he's also been a Trump guy and all this stuff here. And that's not making it no better. And as much as I respect the Hulkster for what he's done for the wrestling business, because wrestling would not be big as it is if it wasn't for Hulk Hogan. And I will say that. But the thing about it now is that his time has passed. Ric Flair gets more love than Hulk Hogan now. Stone Cold Steve Austin gets more love than the Nature Boy than Hollywood Hulk Hogan. Hogan will always be a part of the history of both WCW, TNA, WWE, WWF, and all these things here. Right now, there's people that still love him, but the people that love him are way more lower than the higher people that loved Hulk Hogan. Too many people don't care for Hulk Hogan no more these days. And I don't know, is it because he had a stand on religion at times, which he did, and I do applaud him for the religious type talk that he had. He's now promoting beer. I'm going to leave that at that, but God bless him. CM Punk versus Seth Rollins was a great match. CM Punk beat Seth Rollins, and the comments that CM Punk made on the after show was what? He threw shots at a lot of people. I'm coming for you, Tony. There's no way that nobody didn't catch that. He was talking about AEW and Tony Khan because of what happened with him and Jack Perry. Gave a shout out to Chris Bay and TNA and all that stuff there. CM Punk could be on the road to winning the World Heavyweight title in 2025. This could be the year of Punk. Just like back in the day when it was the summer of Punk, this could be the year of CM Punk. CM Punk, he did not leave AEW to come back to WWE not to win a title. CM Punk is going to win championships in this run. I would love to see him become the United States champion as well, because he did not have that title yet. Just imagine Punk being in a mid-card at 47, putting guys, having great matches with under guys in the business. That's what you want. That's what you want from guys like CM Punk. Guys like John Cena, who's going to be in the Royal Rumble along with CM Punk at LA Knight. It's going to be interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Folks, we're going to have a phenomenal time on this ride to this road to WrestleMania, man. Questions are asked. Somebody asked me a question, where does not CM Punk, but where does Seth Rollins go from this loss? I think you turn him heel. Because Seth Rollins is not going to be lost in the shuffles. He's going to have a big WrestleMania match with somebody. That's one thing that you need to think about and figure out. I don't think, in my opinion, I don't think this storyline between him and CM Punk is over. I think Seth Rollins cost CM Punk a huge opportunity, maybe at the Royal Rumble. I think it's not over with. I don't think it's over with between them two. I just don't. I think that they're probably going to have a 3-match. I think that the last match should be at WrestleMania if you want to have that match with CM Punk versus Seth Rollins. But I think it's going to be CM Punk and CM Punk and Roman Reigns, at WrestleMania. That's just my thought about it. I think it's going to be John and Cody. I think you still go Logan Paul versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight. That's just some predictions of matches that I see happening at the big show, which is WrestleMania. Oh man. But congratulations to the champs over the last 2 days. NXT Women's Champion Julia, NXT Men's Champion Oba Finley. I think Roxanne Perez and Trick Williams should be heading to the main roster now. Lexis King is the Heritage Cup champion. Congratulations to him. Like I said, we saw 2 nights of The Rock back to back. And of course, because they're in California, he's going to be there because I think he has a house in California. But not only that, great showing, great things by WWE this week. WWE had a great 2 nights of wrestling. We're going to see what they do Friday with Friday Night SmackDown, of course, being 3 hours. After a while, it's probably going to go back to 2. But right now, we're going to see what 3 hours do. Interesting to see where Solo goes now. Does the new bloodline leave him? Do they attack him and all these things here? What happens with LA Knight? Does LA Knight win the title back from Shinsuke Nakamura? Where does the Motor City Machine Guns go now after losing again their chance at the tag team titles to DIY? There's so many things. How does Nia Jax feel about losing her women's title to a cash in by Tiffany Stratton? There's so many things that needs to be talked about. What Carmelo Hayes is going to do next, what Sami Zayn is going to do next, what the Usos are going to do next. It's a lot of things that are starting to open up now. You guys got to remember, Saturday Night Main Event is at the end of the month. The 27th is also going to be a big play. I think it's going to be the reveal of 2K25 as well. It's interesting to see what happens in the next couple of weeks, in the next couple of days of professional wrestling. Tomorrow's AEW. I do know the card, but I will go over the card tomorrow before I watch it. But like I said, yeah, a great night for wrestling, man. You know, great night, great 2 nights. Rock made it great. John Cena made it great as well. John Cena will be wrestling a lot, Triple H say, during this last run he's going to have. But, you know, anyway, with that being said, you guys have a good night. You guys stay warm because it's cold out here in the South. God bless you. God keep you. Pray for me as I pray for you. Just pray that God help me in the times that I come up short. I just want to be a better person in life all around. But until then, God bless you. God keep you. Peace and love. I'm out.